Hey, Rob Thomas here with Frederick Fox. I'm going to be doing a video series for the hiring managers, and I'm going to be sharing some tips with you on questions that you can ask of an external recruiter, an external recruiting source, not the ones on your talent acquisition team in your company, but when you go outside of them to fill your positions. I've found that there's 10 really good questions that if you got the answer to them, they would probably solve a lot of the headaches that you have to suffer through as a result of everything that happens because you didn't ask these questions, okay? So I'm going to give you the first one from the top. It's something I'm really passionate about. At Frederick Fox, we measure quality over quantity. So if you ever work with us, we're not going to hand you 10 resumes and just hope that we're filling your position. That's a disservice. It's not okay. It's a practice that should end in my profession. And so if that's happening to you, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but if you'll give us a call, I promise we'll make that headache go away permanently. So there's my quick sales pitch for you, haha. But that's not what this is about. I want to give you some tools that you can use so that whenever you're working with any agency recruiter, you'll be armed and you can prevent some of those headaches from happening. You can prevent added time from being added into the moment from where you sit before you give it out to the moment that it gets filled, and then any other pain and suffering that might happen as a result of not asking this one question. And here it is. Before you give out the search to whomever you're using as a recruiter, I want you to ask them, who is going to be doing this search? And the reason that this is important is because perhaps if you look back at your own experience, when you gave the job out, did you make the assumption that the person that you gave it to was actually going to be doing the recruiting? I can tell you that, and of course there's nuances between all the firms, but in most cases, the person that you're dealing with is a business development professional. Their job is to go into companies, develop relationships, get positions to work on, bring them in-house, educate the recruiter on what's needed and wanted, and then give those resumes over to you, and then you know how the rest works. They don't recruit. Some firms do. Some do both, okay? So I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but I'm saying most of the time, and again, there are nuances. When you're giving that business development professional your job order, it's being given to an internal recruiter. Now, at that point, every firm, again, being nuanced, has a different way in terms of how they allocate resources to your position. Could be based on tenure, could be based on maybe they're assigned to your account, they cannot work on anything else. Maybe they're an accounting and finance specific professional. Maybe they're an IT specific professional. That's typically how it goes. But I gotta tell you, you want to know, who's it going to be? Ask them to show you the LinkedIn profile of the person. Ask to meet with the recruiter. Are you meeting with the recruiters, or are you just meeting with the business development professional? You want to know who's going to be touching this, because your career trajectory could be impacted by this. Okay? That's question number one. I'm going to stop it there. Would love some dialogue on this. Would love to hear more about your experience. Let me know if I'm on the mark or if I'm just way off. Okay? I'm not perfect. I go out in the world and live via trial and error, and I bang around into stuff, and if it doesn't work, I mark it off the list and just keep on going with the things that do. But I want to know for you, am I on the mark? Is this something that you deal with? Please drop your questions below as well. I hope you have a good week, and I look forward to sharing the next question with you in the next video.